Moving on to a roast and a toast. And I will start today because I want to roast the CW, but not for like the shows are wonderful. Their renewal process is killing me. I know we mentioned this earlier in the show, but I need shows to be renewed or at least some information. Like I was fine at the top of the year, but we're in March now and there's still no news. You have the writers' rooms going, watch our show on the CW app. Like, and I now feel like I have to tell everyone, watch the show on the CW app, like to just keep plugging it because they're not, no one knows how things are going to go. And last night, Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman ended in ways where they could serve as series finales if they had to, even though the showrunners do have more story that they want to tell. So it has at least me a little shook. And I don't want
Yeah.
to feel shook.
No, I think we got so used to getting those advanced renewals that now that we don't get them, we're all kind of on edge and we're like, do we campaign now? Do we have to start hashtags? What are we doing?
Nine times out of
Exactly.
10 watching the CW, you were always like blessed, because I know if I start watching a show that's on CBS or a show that's on Fox, you're suddenly like, oh, I have to hope this gets renewed. I'm not used to this feeling, because the CW renews like 9.999% of their shows, 99.999% of their shows.
9%.
We'd be having a different conversation.
And we'd be crying. It's so scared.
So it feels like it's inevitable, but like it's so strange here in like the TV line recaps of both Legends and Batwoman, or the interviews after the fallout with the producers. They're like, this character will be prone to a series regular if we get an 8th season. Oh, we could be dealing with this Batman villain if we get a 4th season. I don't think we've ever seen that as far as the Arrowverse shows go, because as soon as they finish a season, they've already been renewed. So it's just start planning for the next season. So it's kind of uncharted territory here. I get why it's taking so long because of the whole sale process, but it's just, we're not used to this.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't like it. Can I also pile on the roast of the CW? Unrelated, but I need a previously on segment. And I know they've probably cut them for time, but they threw me right into Superman and Lois this week. And I was like, hold on, I need like relevant clips. I need to know what I need to look out for, what I need to remember. It's been a week or more. I don't remember now. But I need to, I'm gonna champion bringing back the previously on recaps. I need them. Is it just
You're
me?
right. No, you're right. Because I mean, I love the opening sequence for Superman and Lois. I'll just say that again. And I
Yes.
get cutting it if there was supposed to be a previously on or but we do need them because we go 7 days without these shows and they're not the densest shows in the world, but they got a lot going on, especially Superman and Lois. And we do need some recaps because they've got like 3 different storylines going on and they're balancing them well. But we need like remind us what happened last time.
Yeah, it's not the only show I'm watching. I don't want to be like just thrown in the deep end, and be like, okay, we're back into it. Like I need a little bit of like, I miss the good old days when they'd show like a clip from like the previous season to introduce like, oh, this character is going to come back in this episode, and you're like, great, now I'm like refreshed on what she's doing and what I need to be prepared for. Like they never pulled any punches with the previously ons. They were perfect, and they cut them, and it just really aggravated me this week.
They could do with more of them. I know what you mean. Between that and the Ali flashback last week, it was like a legacy sequence. It was quite confusing to follow. The previously would grind us and watch show we were actually watching.
I know.
That's true.
Speaking of which, I will take the toast. I get to be positive today. And I will toast both Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman for completing what is some of their better seasons. In my opinion, it was Batwoman's best season by a mile. The stuff they did with Ryan Wilder's family finally solidified her as a character and didn't just throw her into somebody else's story. And the seeing the old Batman villains, the new versions of Batman villains, by far Batwoman's best season, and it really leaves me excited for what I hope comes next. Legends of Tomorrow, to me, was a comeback this season. It grounded the Legends in a standalone place instead of taking them all throughout time. It gave them a solid goal to follow throughout the season. It did get a bit goofy in the middle, but in general, the whole thing I would think is probably about my third favorite season. So to do something like that 7 seasons in is quite remarkable. And I really, really, I've championed that show from the very beginning. I would love to see it get in its season. So both shows have done a fantastic job. And I hope they're at the top of the renewal piles for this 2022 to 2023 season. I would love to see more episodes of them. And I feel like they deserve it. So that's my toast to Legends and Batwoman.
Cheers.
Hashtag we're doing them.
Cheers.
Cheers. Batwoman, I only watched the Batwoman finale and it was spectacular. Like everything came back together. So I again hope for season 4. I have a toast and it's for the Batman, and I will not spoil anybody because this comes out on a Monday and the diehard fans are going to go on Friday. But for those who are going to wait till the crowds go, just know it's good. It's fantastic. We're getting back to Bruce's roots in terms of like the detective work. It's a film noir. I've been referring to it as an emo noir because he's very My Chemical Romance in it. Like the eyeshadow and the gruffness and the social awkwardness is great. And Zoe Kravitz as Selena Kyle is amazing. I think, but the best person is Paul Dano as Riddler. You're gonna love Riddler. I know people ragged on the costume because they're used to the whimsy. And the whimsy is not there costume wise, but he is so unsettling as a villain. I was very scared through the majority of the movie. You would not want to have a run in with the Riddler. So if you've been on the fence about the Batman, don't be on the fence. Just go, just watch. You're gonna get your entire life. It's amazing.